Silence is strength, not weakness. Silence is an intentional act, a tool for wisdom, and a shield against impulsive reactions. The Stoics, like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, viewed silence as a virtue of the wise. Let us explore 8 moments where silence holds unparalleled power. 1. When you don't have all the facts. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. While attributed to Lincoln, this wisdom echoes the sentiments of Epictetus: first, learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. Silence in moments of uncertainty reflects humility and the willingness to learn. Socrates exemplified this in his method of questioning, often admitting, "I know one thing, that I know nothing." This humility is a cornerstone of growth, as silence creates space for observation, reflection, and genuine understanding. Plato similarly emphasized in the Republic that knowing when to speak is as important as the content of what is said. 2. When you're angry. Anger clouds judgment. Seneca's advice, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay," suggests that silence tempers emotional impulses. Aristotle, in his Nicomachean Ethics, describes anger as a destructive force. When unchecked, anyone can become angry, that is easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not easy. By choosing silence in anger, one gains clarity and preserves relationships. It is an act of self-mastery, a hallmark of the Stoic ideal. 3. When someone is venting. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It is not events that disturb people, but their judgments about them." Silence during someone else's emotional outburst is not passive but an act of active listening. By withholding judgment or interruption, you create a safe space for others to process their emotions. Aristotle emphasized empathy as a virtue, noting in rhetoric that understanding the emotional state of others is crucial for effective communication. Silence in this context is an expression of understanding and compassion. 4. When gossip is involved. Gossip erodes character and relationships. Epictetus warned, "Be silent if you doubt the benefit of your words to yourself or others." The ancient Greeks viewed excessive chatter, loquacity, as a distraction from higher pursuits. Socrates, when approached with gossip, used his triple filter test: is it true? Is it good? Is it useful? If a statement fails any of these, silence is the virtuous path. Avoiding gossip reflects wisdom and preserves integrity. 5. When you're being provoked. Silence is a shield against provocation. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. By remaining silent when provoked, you embody the Greek virtue of sophrosyne, self-control. Plato, in his Laws, argued that restraint in the face of external pressures is the mark of a just and wise individual. Responding to provocation with silence denies conflict the fuel it needs to escalate. 6. When words can't express your feelings. There are moments where silence speaks volumes. Whether in awe of the sublime or during profound reflection, silence becomes its own language. The Stoics believed in the ineffable beauty of nature, as Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." Similarly, Heraclitus observed that the most profound truths often defy words, nature loves to hide. Silence in these moments allows us to connect with something greater than ourselves. 7. When planning your next move. Strategic silence enables deliberate action. Seneca's adage, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity," aligns with the Greek virtue of pronoia, forethought. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, embodied this in the myth of the Trojan horse, a silent, calculated strategy leading to victory. Observing before acting is a lesson echoed by Socrates, who believed in understanding all perspectives before forming conclusions. As Sun Tzu famously stated in The Art of War, "The wise warrior avoids the battle." Silence aids in planning and decision-making. 8. When you're listening to wisdom. True wisdom comes from listening. Socrates' humility, expressed in, "I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing," highlights the importance of silence as a precursor to understanding. The Pythagorean school practiced enforced silence during a novice's first years of study, believing it essential for developing the capacity to listen and absorb wisdom. By remaining silent, one opens the door to truth, as Plato emphasized in Phaedrus, "The wise speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something." In conclusion, silence is not an absence but a presence, of thought, of wisdom, and of strength. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Silence aligns with this philosophy, allowing us to act instead of argue. The Greek virtue of arete, excellence, calls us to live virtuously and deliberately. Let silence be your ally, guiding your actions and sharpening your mind. As the Stoics and Greek philosophers understood, silence is where wisdom begins.